Hello everyone, hope you've been doing well. Welcome to this post balance tier list. Alright. So what do we have here? Okay, so we'll start. Okay, so as usual, the tiers: S tier completely broken, A tier very broken. Like you're gonna not necessarily yeah broken, but like you're gonna play them very often. And then B tier, a very good unit, but um, in specific situations, like you're not gonna draft them every game, but like they're still very strong units. And finally, C tier, you probably have better options, but they're playable, so you know. So S tier, we start with plan. Yeah, I mean the plan has been broken since her release, and things haven't really changed. So here she is. She's just really hard to answer overall, and like her damage is insane. So yeah, like 100% evasion, crazy damage, crazy tempo, defense break, stuns for some reason. Like just a crazy unit. So now we have Senya in S tier. Senya is just like she's basically Laia. She like Laia is a bit different because I mean she's a tiny bit different because she doesn't work against Monk. But then again, like neither does Laia to some extent. Like let's say someone tries to like most of the time when you see Monk right now, it's just people trying to cleave you, and so they're gonna be on defense break artifact, and so like that doesn't really help either, right? Because she doesn't cut you, yeah. Like I don't know, she's just like a better Leia kinda right now. She doesn't have the finisher option. Like she doesn't have like her S3 doesn't do damage like Leia. She doesn't do like 20k damage, so she can work as a carry. But her S2 is so much damage that like it doesn't really matter. And like she's just like I don't know, she's just a very strong unit. She's really annoying. She's really good at preventing your opponent from being AoE basically, which Leia doesn't really do. Alright, Peira, yeah, Peira is really strong. It turns out. I I don't know. She's just so much tempo. Like she's just crazy. Like even if you have all immunity turn one, even if you have everything, like she's just so much tempo. It's really hard to keep up with her. Because she just gives your opponent teams like so many turns, so many more turns than yours, that it's really hard to keep up. So yeah, Pera really good unit, and she makes drafting stuff like Lua and stuff a lot more awkward because let's say your Lua goes first, then like it becomes kind of awkward, right? Like she becomes useless basically. Yes, come make it. Yeah. Yes, you wanna come back? What's up? What we doing, mate? I can see the screen. Can we here? No, right in front. Okay. Next, Albedo. Okay, so Albedo is really she's just the best mitigation in the game by far, and she's green, so it's like what more can you ask for? Like she pairs with Senya really well because she's green, and she's just so much mitigation. Like Loki, her S3 and her S2 don't even really matter all that much anymore. We're kind of moving on from them. You don't really play like 3F Albedo anymore. It's just like the best mitigation in the game, and that's it. And so because she's green on top, it just makes her so much better than any other knight. So yeah, Albedo is like very important right now for turn 2. Then we have Lua. Um, I do think she got a bit worse because of Pera. Like it makes her a bit more awkward to play, but she's still definitely really strong. Like if you draft Protection Yufin or like just Yufin in general, like Lua is really annoying for your opponent if they play aggro. Assuming she goes after Pera. If she doesn't, then but I mean even then you can threaten post ban Pera and they have to draft like awkwardly basically. Like because they can just like assume I mean you need like the same for us, right? If you see a debuffer, if you see a debuffer, unless you pick your cleanser on 3, then you need 2 cleansers. The same for aggro. Like if you pick Lua and Pera is their only opener, then they need the second opener, or they have to post ban Lua. Like otherwise they just die to Lua. So Yeah, really annoying unit. She's still really strong. Then 8-year DDR is still here after all this time. Yeah, it's just a very strong unit. But he has gotten a bit worse this season, definitely. Like this season, actually, like things have been shaken up a bit by Pera and the balance patch, like more than expected. I mean, mostly because of the Shu EE, but yeah, like the Shu EE impacts the game a lot. I feel like so yeah. So DDR still really strong, but definitely like a bit worse than before. Still a very strong unit though. Like is really important to secure. I feel like in your drafts, but not before Flan at the very least now. Then Ace. Yeah, Ace is still broken. But you can't really early draft Ace anymore, I feel like. Unless your opponent just like straight up pick like cleave unit 1-2. You can't really early draft Ace anymore. Because if you early draft Ace, you're just gonna die to Shu. Like Shu is just really strong now. So yeah, it's kinda you can't really be too greedy on the way you tank down anymore. You can just go like 5 tanks, you're just gonna that's not gonna work. Because before you could go 5 tanks and kill Shu. Like because Ace still didn't have enough damage, but now you can't reach her anymore because she has stealth, so yeah. Then we have Akaitis. Akaitis is really good because she's really good against Pera because she pushes twice as much, right? Like Pera pushes 10-10, Akaitis pushes 20-20. So she's really good at cutting. And she's really good into Pera, she's really good into Luna. Like what more do you want? Like basically, like yeah, it's Akaitis is really good. It's actually a very strong unit, very nice to have. And especially if you pair her again with like Yufin, it's so easy to cut and then be a pain for your opponent. The Akaitis is a very strong unit. It's kinda crazy though, but yeah. Then we have Shu. So yeah, Shu Hurry made her really broken basically because like before you used to need to have other like builder you used to have to build her really tanky, which you don't really have to anymore. I mean, still like she's an HP scaling unit, so you should still be tanky, but like you can prioritize like speed and damage now over just like raw bulk, and it makes her so like she's just so annoying now because she cycles so much, and you can't really reach her because the game doesn't really have that much AoE, like good AoE units. Like we used to have Kenny and Yufin, but like now we have Mort, so they're kinda dead. I mean, they're not completely dead, but like they're a lot harder to draft. You can really just first pick Yufin anymore. So yeah, Shu has become like stealth is so good now because of that. And Shu cycles so much on top that like even if you drop her stealth, she's still gonna stealth again next turn, right? It's not guiding light, it's not every other turn. It's every turn. So like you drop her stealth, then what? You take a turn, you hit her once. She's 25k HP. Good shit. You did like 2k, and now she's back in stealth. So yeah, Shu is just like he makes complete tank down completely like not playable basically. You can just go hastily now. You're just gonna die. It doesn't work anymore. So yeah, Shu 8-year now, very strong unit. And finally Belayan. Belayan, I feel like it depends on your pre-bans. Like I don't play her that much myself, but if you play with Luna open, which I don't, you want to draft Belayan a lot. So I think like 8-year is like yeah, I think 8-year is fine. Like she's 8-year based on your pre-bans. Like if you pre-ban Luna, she's like B-tier. Like she's still very strong, just you won't draft her all that much. But if you don't pre-ban Luna, then she's definitely 8-year because you're gonna have to use her so much, and she's very important against Luna. Right. Now B-tier, Ilinav, like she actually fell off a cliff because like 2 reasons. Shu, actually like a few more like honestly, Lua is really annoying for Pera, for Ilinav, because let's say I play Lua, you play Ilinav, and you're gonna have a cleanser against Lua, right? But if I take like a couple of if I hit a couple of your units, your Ilinav is gonna lap, and then she's gonna hit Lua. She's gonna give you 10% CR for free, and she's gonna get countered and lose half her HP. So yeah, like Ilinav is really awkward into Lua. She's really bad into Shu now, like because she has no way to reach her, so she just dies slowly. And by slowly I mean like 3 turns, so it's not that slow. And she's not that like she doesn't really do shit against Pera overall. And overall, like just like pen units, they're not that popular anymore. Like aside from East, like Laia is a lot worse. Um, Genoa is nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. Gala is nowhere to be found. With Albedo, with Albedo being the prime mitigation in the game, like it's kind of hard for Gala to like get stuff going. So yeah, just not much of a point in Ilinav anymore. And you can also like also another thing is that Diane now we have Diane. So like if you really want, if you really don't want your opponent to like kill you with pen, you can just go Diane and Ilinav. Like you don't really need Ilinav anymore. Yeah, you can, I don't know. You have another option now, which is really huge actually. Like securing a unit when they are the only when they are the only one of their kind makes sense, but now she isn't. Like you have Diane as well, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Ilinav, be here now. Then Laia, yeah, I think Laia is just the worst Senya now. Because she doesn't really like no one really plays slow with resets anymore. Like that's not really a thing. And waiting for Laia to like S3 as a finisher is kind of like outdated as a draft because of Shu now. Like how the fuck like your opponent is gonna play Shu and then your Laia is gonna be useless. So and like if you play Shu yourself, then why do you need Laia? Because Shu is more than enough damage on her own. So yeah, Laia she's still important to have. She's still strong, but she definitely fell off. Like Laia even having B tier is kind of wild, but yeah, this is what it is. Then Dilibet, I mean, still a very strong unit. Like anytime there's like a few debuffers in the game, she's here. So like again, there's a lot less monks, so Dilibet is really strong. Really strong option to have. Alencia, nothing special as well. If you have Senya, then you kind of want Alencia. She's really good into Shniel. She's really good into a lot of things overall. She's just like she's just like kind of high tempo now because like yeah S3 push back on S3, then she just like I don't know, she just deals so much damage too. And like if you have Senya on top, she just like murders everything. Yeah, pretty good unit. BBK, if you play slow, you only draft her into RCT, and RCT is like less and less common. And when she's here, usually you don't really get to draft BBK because they go like Schnell and stuff. But I don't know, I still think she's at least B tier. Like she's just such a strong unit. I don't know, I would feel weird not to put her in B tier. Awin, I never draft him honestly. Like okay, I think that Tywin needs immunity right now. At the very least, I think he needs immunity because you might draft him into stuff like Pera, Sharon, but overall, it's just like we have Stenia basically. Like we have Stenia Albedo. Why you need Tywin? Like if I draft mitigation, I always want Albedo. So and then if I have Albedo, I can just draft Stenia if my opponent picks AoE. So yeah, like Tywin is kind of in an awkward spot right now because it doesn't really do enough anymore. I feel like, but I don't know. I still think B tier is fine. But I mean, low-key, I might even drop him to C. I don't know because plus he's really bad into Pera because he already struggles with landing anything on S3, right? Like it's like 80%. So if you add 20% evasion on top, like yeah, you're never gonna land shit with Tywin. So yeah, Loki B to C tier is kind of bad now. Yufin. Yufin is still strong, it's just you cannot late pick her now. If you want to early pick Yufin, you pick Arias Yufin, and then late pick Yufin, you can pick your counter Yufin, I mean lifesteal Yufin, or like destruction one, whatever. Elbris Yufin at least, yeah. So early pick Arias, late pick damage. Still, like she's still here, she's still really good. It's just you don't draft her every game, but she's still very much very strong. I feel like. LRK, I don't know. I think he's quite good. It's just yeah, it's niche basically, but like in his niche, he's really good. So like no, definitely not a bad unit. I don't draft him all that often, but against stuff like Schnell, he's like so strong actually. So yeah, Nice unit to have still. It's just you won't pick him every game, but definitely a nice option to have. Luna, yeah, if you play slow, Luna is kinda useless. Like you really want to cleave with Luna basically. Otherwise, it's kinda awkward. Like plus now she dies to Wayong, right? So yeah, kinda awkward to draft, but nice to have built. Nice to have her built. RCT, I mean, yeah. RCT fell off a lot though because like, okay, Pera, even a fast Pera is really good into RCT, assuming you get good turn order. But I mean, like yeah, you can always assume right side is gonna get good turn order. So yeah, like RCT it's kinda hard to draft now. Like there's very little reason to play her anymore. I feel like, or like at least even when you do, she just I don't know, she just feels awkward to me right now. So don't really like playing her anymore. Arya is actually quite good. There's a lot of single target in the game, and Arya is really good at checking that, right? Um, yeah, I don't know, like stuff like Shu and stuff, they just kill themselves on Arya, so pretty good unit. Draft her quite a bit. She's actually very nice. Like, she kills Story too if you ever face her, so yeah. Wayong, if you play slow, I think you only draft Wayong if your opponent. So you draft Wayong against Luna, and against opponent that go like full debuffers, like very little damage, then Wayong is really good. But that's very rare if you play it. I feel like it's very rare. So, but she's really good in her niche. So I think B tier is like fine. Celine, there's a lot of non-attack skill in the game, so she's kinda good. The main issue I have with Celine right now, like mine is ungeared, is that if you play her against Pera, you have 20% chance to miss. You go into the game with like a decent amount of chance to like lose the game right away. Nah. Because you need to land like both S2 and S3 kinda, and you can, so like yeah, it's 80-80. So yeah, Celine, like she's okay, but like the fact that she can miss makes her a lot more awkward right now. But she's definitely still like she's okay. End guy. Okay, so I think end guy is actually quite good right now in like both. If you can make a very fast end guy, I think it's quite good. Like a 250 plus end guy on Warhorn, I think is really good. With like no damage obviously, because you can't afford damage at this speed. So like 250 plus end guy, really good. And like Laia build basically. And a base speed end guy for RCT. I think both are really good to have. So yeah, end guy is actually quite decent right now. Monk. She's awkward now. Like there's two, like I don't know. She's okay, but she's definitely awkward. Like let's say you play like you're gonna face Senya a lot. Let's say you face Senya, you press Monk. If you don't reset Senya, you instantly lose the game. Yeah. Let's say you play Monk against Schniel. You don't bind Schniel. You can just S1 cleanse himself. Like yeah, it's just really awkward. Like she's too RNG. You play Monk into Pera. You press, you just miss everything. Yeah, Monk is kinda awkward right now. Like, because she's just too RNG, basically. Like, she's still strong, but she's too RNG. So, like, when you draft Monk, you just pray she gets banned. And then if she don't get banned, like, half the time you're gonna lose because you're gonna miss all your debuffs, so... Yeah. Polity is just here because of her S2. Like, nice option to... she's just nice to have built because of that. Just build, like, a fast effectiveness one with, like, some bulk. She's just here because of her S2. So yeah. What's her name? Abigail. I think Abigail is okay. She pairs really well with Story, by the way. Like it's kinda funny. But then you have double red, but I mean it doesn't really matter that much. Who's kinda dog. Yeah, like Abigail is really good with Story. Like she's just I don't know, she's nice to have sometimes. Like I think she has her niche. She's not crazy, but I think she has her niche. Diane is I don't know. I think she's quite good, but you mostly draft like she's just niche basically. Like she's kind of like clean up. Like you draft her when there's when your opponent goes like pen units, right? But like no one goes pen units anymore, so like she's nice, but you don't draft her that often. Because anti-crit is nice, but I mean it's 50-50. Do you really wanna bet the game on 50-50? Not really, right? Like if you have the choice, like might as well not. So yeah. Crow is pretty good. I actually think Crow is like decently strong. The main issue with Crow is he's on green. I mean, that can be a good thing because I think it's quite good into Flan, but like you kinda wanna draft Senya, so do you really wanna draft a Blue Knight? And he's really weak to like Ilinav Diane. So like he's good, but like it's kinda awkward. Like do you really wanna early draft a knight that is weak to Ilinav, that is weak to Diane, that's weak to Shu, that's weak to like so many things? Like if I early and that doesn't allow you to draft Senya. Yeah. Like if I pick Albedo, I can go anything I want. I have double mitigation, I can go Senya. I don't care that much for Shu, I don't care that much for Ilinav, I don't care that much for like anything really. If I early draft Crow, if my opponent goes like Ilinav, Diane, Shu, like anything, my knight is useless mostly. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit awkward. But I don't think he's decent. It's just being blue is kind of awkward. Like, I don't think it's worth it overall. Like, okay, yes, he takes less damage from Flan, but like, I mean, Flan is not gonna one tap your like Flan is not one tapping Albedo anyway, so like Albedo with Senya is like 40k HP, like she's not dying anyway, so Crow will be the same. Yeah. ML pretty good. Like you want 100% crit ML to deal with like Eligos and the other the Vampire Hunter girl, Veronica, yes. Eligos and Veronica. Pretty nice to have, like actually decent unit. It's kind of funny to play him too. Candy, I think right now you want counter Candy again, as weird as it sounds, because mostly you draft, like you really want to draft mitigation on 3 right now, like most of the time if you can. And so if you have mitigation on 3, sometimes you want to stack buffs, and so the only way to do that is to pick Candy, but then you already have mitigation, so you can't really play. I mean, obviously you can really. I mean, you can play Orio's Candy, but like why? Basically, it's useless. You just draft the counter Candy. Like sometimes she's gonna pop off, and doesn't hurt much anyway. So yeah, like Candy is kind of nice. MLV is good, but it really depends on like it's good with Pera. If you don't have Pera, and I think MLV is like a lot better. Like if you don't straight up cleave, like if you don't straight up like play aggro cleave, I think you should play him like base speed kinda. Because otherwise I feel like he does 0 damage. But like base speed MLV is really scary. Like if your opponent ever draft RCT, like base speed MLV is really scary. Like it's so much damage. So yeah. Tori. She's weird. Like I really hope I don't know. She's weird, but I think she's okay. I don't know. I think she's quite good, but it's kind of awkward to draft her right now. Like the way the meta is evolving, it's kind of awkward to draft her. But I definitely think she's at least like she has her spot, so I think it's fine. Like if you ever want a nuke, then Tori is pretty good because she's really hard to kill too. So Karina, pretty good in the meta, really good against Tori, really good against Flan, or like good against Flan, maybe not really good, and like good against some cleaves. Because most cleave right now are like you see Veronica, you see Eligos, you see Flan, you see stuff like that. So yeah, she's pretty good against those. The main issue with Karina, like Loki had put her 8 year if her S3 could if her S3 did damage on miss. Like I think they really should buff her to make her S3 do damage on miss. Because like right now everything has evasion, especially with Pera in the meta, so like doing 0 damage on S3 if you miss is really rough. Schnell, still a good answer to DDR, but it's gotten like it's hard to play Schnell now because of Shu and stuff. Like it's really hard not to get murdered by Shu. And like Shu, Flan, even Tori, like yeah, you have a lot of stuff like killing, just gonna kill Schnell outright. So you need to be very careful of the way you draft around him. ADS, nice option sometimes, like nothing special. Sometimes you want to seal, and then she's really good at that. Elena, good against Monk mostly. Like if your opponent goes Monk, then you can just draft Elena. Like a IR Elena, it's pretty good. Against some Monk drafts. Cilias, she's actually quite like the thing. I feel like people always forget, but like Cilias is really good against Slayer. Cilias is really good against DDR. And like we never see her for some reason, but like even against Senya, like, she's really strong. Like you can just provoke Senya. You can just provoke DDR, you can just, I don't know, yeah, plus she doesn't get slapped because of Sweet Miracle. Like if your opponent goes too greedy, you can just draft like Cilias and then kill them. So yeah, Cilias is still really strong. You just I don't know, no one plays her anymore for some reason. Yeah. And then Amiki. Yeah, Amiki is like really annoying if you want to play aggro. So here she is. Like anything that's too aggressive, Amiki just kills everything. So here she is. Like really annoying. I really hate her design. I think she's like I don't know. Like why did they make this unit? I don't know, but it's fine. Yeah. And then sit here, I won't go through every unit, but like I won't go through all the units, any units at all actually. But yeah, sit here is just like they're playable, but yeah, most of the time you'd rather like play something else. But they're playable, so nah, like definitely an option. Right? Now I'll show my builds maybe, because why not? Epicseven. Right. So yeah, Abigail. Yeah, I need imprints, but can do nothing special. I built Ras, but it's kinda useless. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's kinda awkward to play. Tori, plan. Uh, for plan, yeah, I think like 170 plus speed and then like at least 4k 330 maybe. You do want damage on her, like otherwise she's kinda useless. And then yeah, I like this bulk. I feel like it feels kinda good. Monk. I have a slow monk, so she goes after Laia and Senya. Polity, just random gear with like fast effectiveness. Amiki, just random gear with like high attack. Karina, nothing special. Like I mean everything is like fairly like yeah. You just don't go counter anymore, like there's no point. No one's gonna focus Karina, so CSB I never draft her. Yeah, I do draft her. Diane. I think you want Soul Consolation, but it's on Elena. Maybe I should switch though. I haven't drafted Diane yet, so I don't know. But yeah, you definitely want a fast one with a push artifact and like 200 ER or so. And that's definitely the build, I feel like. Like you just want to cut basically and then press S3. Like your one picks an opener, you cut, you press S3, it's kinda good. So, yeah. But I don't know if it's this. I mean, I guess this is okay for now. I don't have a second soul, so. Ideally, I like to be a bit faster, but. Yeah, my gear's kinda bad. Yeah. Elena, this is for Monk mostly. I can just, like, yeah, you're gonna resist, like, you have a decent amount of chance to resist Monk and, like, plus 50% chance to evade, so, yeah. And then you just, yeah. Against aggro Monks, basically the only solution you have. Because, like, nothing else cuts, so, yeah. Alencia, again, nothing special. You do want some speed on her, because you're not always gonna draft her in RCD settings, so, like, definitely want some speed. Laia. Albedo. You want immunity on everything, by the way, as you might have noticed. Never drafted her, but I mean I have the gear, so why not? Mort, I never draft him. Rona, I never draft her. Schniel, nothing special. I like more HP, but I'm out of HP rings. Senya. Like Senya and Laia are gonna be your two cleansers, so you definitely like you want to tune your team around them. Like you definitely want Laia, Senya, and then you tune everything like 10 speed slower, basically. Like so, like I have DDR 10 speed slower, then I have Belayan 10 speed slower than DDR because I want DDR to go first, and yeah. I win. I don't draft him at all, so it's just random gear. Like I don't really feel him right now. Belayan. You don't really need effectiveness, you just like have some, so. Ilinar. RTA. You kinda want him to be a bit fast right now, so yeah, I made him a bit faster. Seems fine. It's kinda dog though, but yeah. Candy. Yeah, I built the counter one again. Yeah. Although I have speed or this, whatever. I never drafted him. This was for Wayong, but yeah, I never drafted him. But I mean, yeah, you know. Luna, oh yeah, she's in gear. I pre-ban her, so... Okay, Solitaria, yep. Even with plan open, I feel like you never wanna like you can draft her in very specific situations, but I just really dislike playing her, so okay, SSV. Honestly, I'm 0% win rate with this unit, so like I think she's so fucking bad. So let's just remove her. Akatis. I really want like 250 plus speed, but I'm out of gear, so but like this works too, so it's fine. But she just pushed so much against Pera, so yeah. But I need 250 plus speed. Voyons. I really want more damage than this, but like this is so high gear score, I don't want to replace it. Like I really had to go something like this, but yeah. Like, I don't want to touch this, man. Lilibet. Again, 100 CC, so you can kill Veronica and Ligos on the S3. Otherwise, you just provoke them, but then what if they have immunity? So definitely this is a good build. And Guy only have a slow one, but I think it's fine. I'm out of gear for a fast one anyway, so true. Yeah, you prioritize. Like you can go back to see the crit damage neck now because of the stealthy. So yeah, crit damage neck and then like very fast on HP. You can go. If I could go faster, I would, but I don't have the gear, so. Like if I could drop like I don't know some defense, some crit damage, even maybe a bit of HP to go like 290 speed, I would. But yeah. Yufin. Special. EBK. Lua. Heinz for wait. Where did his neck go? Oh. Ah fuck. It's here now. Alright, Heinz. ADS. Just fast with effectiveness and bulk. Thing special again. RCT. I don't know why I have this gear, but I mean, why not? Zio. Haste. If you have 2 haste, you can make a proof 1, 2. Or like if you have bad counter gear, I think just go proof. So for proof, you go double L set, immunity set. And then you just go as much HP as you can with like 150 plus speed. I think it's pretty good. Unlike proof of valor, I think it's pretty good actually. Like counter is mostly better against in RCD settings, but outside of that, I think it's best to go proof. I think it's best. Yeah, I think it's better. And then DDR. I need to mod this for effectiveness, but yeah. Anyway, like nothing too special. That's it for the tier list. That's it for like my units. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Peace.